yes, 16th century. There was a vescovo della Chiesa Cattolica called Cowles.
There is a bishop.
Bishop della Chiesa Cattolica.
Of the Christian Catholic Church.
Yeah, who wrote about ontosophy. But his book disappeared, then was again and by a Protestant. Kloberg was the name. Kloberg was the rector of the university in Germany. And he wrote ontosophy. Then in Italy, then disappeared again for maybe 15 years, then in Italy reappeared in the 1647. No, 70. About 70, 40, yes. And Genovesi was a theologist. He taught in the, he had the same cathedra of St. Thomas in the Frederick II University in Naples, metaphysics. But I discovered, it's very strange, that in the books of metaphysics that we have published in Italy, the word ontosophy doesn't exist. Why? And why the Church, the Catholic Church, removed Genovesi from his cathedra when he published this? When he said, he wrote, ontosophy, Gatter, is comprehensive of theology. You know, you can understand why. And Genovesi was also deep after he lose the cathedral of metaphysics, he was he had the cathedral, the first cathedral of economics. So he wrote books about economics. And he had this young people, young generation who know everything. He was also an astronomer. So it's very interesting that that we ask ourselves why this pressure to remove the meaning of ontos, of Sophie, wisdom of ontos. Why? And in my opinion, this happened everywhere today, still today. I think that this is the key to superare, to evolve all the contradiction, all the fates between intellectuals, between people, common people, if we refound the meaning, the key of being. Because ontosophy, when I feel to be in an ontosophy way, I doesn't feel boundaries. I understand. Huh?
Boundaries.
Boundaries. And the horizons goes over and over. No, like I see you and say I see you. I talk with you and with you. No boundaries, no paradise. And I use this is interesting because I use these concepts in the clinical case. What I now I am talking for you here was just after my experience as clinician. I started 30 years ago as a psychotherapist. 30. It's deep. Because I was a free professional, never I wanted to stay in the institution. because I understood the institution could prisoner my soul, my research. No? I survived in southern Italy with a good fame, with a good capacity to have this practice, to do this practice, to do well-being. And I solved also somatics, deep, very hard malaises. For example, the Crohn morbus, or Crohn morbus is an immunomalaise in the immunosystem. Today they doesn't understand, researchers, how it happened, or something other. And schizophrenia was, for me, just it was simple to solve. Schizophrenia, bipolar. Why? Why? Because I was the unique child of a suicide schizophrenic mom. So for 70 years, I learned how schizophrenia works in the family, in the society. Then I became psychologist, psychotherapist. Then I had training in the hospital, in the very well-known hospital in Rome. So I was with the physician, psychiatrist. I met Lane, I met Rollo May, I met in a conference as a student. No? So I know everything. But mostly I had the most deep training with my mother. Me and her. Sometimes at risk of my life. Because when I was a child, she was very bipolar, no? So when I have had, as a clinician, catatonic, paranoid cases, for me is, oh, I just know what happened inside of this moment. I see, I feel. And then I discovered that if you have a clinical therapeutic relationship one by one, sometimes I have one with 2 or 3, not more than 3, you can solve, not easily, you can solve. You must do it. And I found this by I don't remember the psychiatrist, Rosenberg. But he was, he had this relationship with the patient bipolar for 80 years. Me was more, I needed less time. So, because I discovered ontopoiesis, the capacity to regenerate beings, the energy of being, the human being, from the ancient medieval Mediterranean philosopher, I had the vision how this poiesis works in psyche, in psychosoma of human beings. And this is really, I transfer this to my students too. Because I had several students and they are able to do this. And it is easy, because you have the right words, the right concepts, the right logotipoi, and you can do the right work in therapeutic way. Then I had experience also with animals, horses, dogs, cats, birds, with plants. You say green finger, no? Sometimes. Green thumb. So I used to graft to plant. We planted 25,000 trees at in the Solinia. So all these things, all these events create in me a kind of useful state, that kind of a state of awareness. I know what I am, but not definitively.
Not knowledge.
Yes, because now I want to be what the being offers to me. I want to have more relationship with each of you, and I miss Chris, I miss Hans, I miss but it is very interesting that each human being is a window, is a door on the reality, and this make me curious, make me energetic in advance, no? Okay. Just a few things about my faith. Holism. One of the things that I proved here was the meaning of holism, holiness. No? How we can have this experience, why I am here, why I'm trying to do this bad language to explain for you these deep things. Because I had with Alan a very mindful, very deep, very significant, meaningful experience. We were in Buddhist meditation, and I was very trained in a good way, because I know, I gave, imagine, I know when the trainer is good, deep, not because he is present. You feel. It is true. So I was extremely relaxed, extremely open, and caves in my mind several caves in my mind, several I can show you.